That one.
Oh, beauty.
Have that ready.
Proximity goal. The Habs never got the proximity goal. That was the problem tonight.
We screwed that up because I was literally going to say, hey, Sam, Montreal never scored the proximity goal. Oh,
I got you.
Let's start the show. This is the DLLS Stars postgame show, a 7-0 hammering of the Montreal Canadiens alongside Craig Ludwig, who played for both franchises, the Ludwig Bowl. We have Sam Nessler. We have Sean Shapiro
Ludwig Bowl
on remote. I'm Owen Newkirk, our producer Ryan Vaughters. And before we get to all the fun of this one, let's get to our face-off collection. I won't say much because Luds will probably share some more later, but look at those shirts. They're fantastic. I actually went and got food because I didn't have time to bring it today because I was stuck in airport traffic. And so I got food at Hooters. So Luds will tell you a little bit more about why these shirts and Hooters have a connection. Find out more later.
Way to tease it.
Thank you.
I like it.
All right, bring Sean on. Sean is remote, but back at home, he's not at Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids.
Random thought.
Yes.
I love those.
Why aren't all the Hooters girls going to be wearing those shirts, Ben, that day?
You're asking the wrong people.
Yeah, I don't
know. I said Ben.
I don't know if
there's Ben.
I don't know if
You
they're
should look at that
sponsoring
camera,
the
Luds, and say, "What's the deal, Ben?"
Yeah.
I think we're just.
Oh, he
I
doesn't
think we're
wanna
just
do it.
hanging out there. I don't think it's like our.
He had his
our
chance, and he
restaurant
chose
for the
not to
evening.
call out the boss. There you go. Sam, the closest thing that anybody's going to support you is I Love Misty said, any proximity mines in the complex. That's
What was that game you used to-
007 reference. I bet you Sean knows
that's a
about
great game.
GoldenEye.
N64.
Oh, yeah.
What was the
Soccer
game you
only.
used to play on your
So
computer?
he's never seen Bull Durham, but he knows about GoldenEye.
Dude, I rip on the N64. I still play it. Mario Kart. I will beat anybody here. But what was the game you used to
Wow.
you used to play where you press all the things and like the bombs would go off?
Minesweeper?
Minesweeper.
That's like the old one of the free games on
like the
Microsoft
Windows
Office.
computers.
Windows, yeah. How about that? Didn't think that was coming up today. All right, Luds.
Sick reference, though, bro. Oh, thanks, bud. Dude, your references are out of control. Everyone knows that.
Luds, we'll talk to you in a few minutes.
No. We're going to talk to Luds right now.
Okay.
Unlike normally, where the Stars pot the opponent a couple of goals and then have to have a dramatic victory, tonight was not the case, except
They tried.
they started off horribly. This one could have been extremely different if it wasn't for Casey DeSmith, who was fantastic. And I would venture to say that Casey's 23 save shutout is actually not overshadowed by the 7-0 scoreline because he made 4 high danger saves before Dallas even got out of the starting blocks.
He was excellent again for a start, right? So they get outshot about 3-1 in the first period. They come out of the
14-5.
first period with a 1-goal lead. The shots, they get 8 shots in the second period. They score 4 goals. And then somehow they score a couple more goals. So, but that kind of does, and I'm glad you bring up Casey because you look at the game, but it looks like they blew him out.
They did.
But if it's not for that goaltender, it's a different story. They're playing from behind. My opinion, if it's not for Casey, they're playing coming out in the second period. They'd be behind the game.
A couple, probably 2-0 at least.
Yeah.
Sean, Casey DeSmith, after that opening season loss when he started against Vancouver, gave up 5 goals. Team wasn't good. He wasn't great. He has a 4-0-1 record in his last 5 starts. 2 goals against in Nashville. 3 goals against in the shootout loss in Florida. 3 goals against in the shootout win versus Edmonton. And 1 goal against in his last 2 starts. Home against Seattle and now tonight in Montreal. he seems to be getting better.
I believe, I don't know who, but somebody, I think all the way back in mid-September, and then said it multiple times, some idiot was raving about how he should play way more often this season. And so whoever
wrote
that
an article
person
about
is,
it too.
I remember it.
I really hope whoever we can find
Am I that
person.
idiot?
No, it was Sean.
Oh.
Yeah, I hope we,
Not this time, lads.
I hope we can find that idiot who was hoping he would play more, just because this every once in a while an idiot is right. So,
Sean, tell me this. Tell me Casey DeSmith didn't see his buddy, well, not his buddy, but our buddy, Scott Wedgwood, signed for $2.5 million today and say, I'm going to show the Stars that they made the right decision putting me in here on this team.
I don't know if that was the motivation.
I was just trying to go down
but kudos to
path.
Wedgie.
a couple of good backup goalies in the past few years.
But if you think about it, like Scott Wedgwood chose not to sign the deal that Casey DeSmith signed, which was what, 3 by $1 million?
Yep.
Right? He could have had a $3 million contract over 3 years. Instead, he got a 2-year, $3 million. So he got the 3 over 2 years, and then he just signed a $2.5 million 1-year extension with Colorado.
Quite the bump.
He made a significant increase in career earnings because of that. And he deserves every bit of it. He's leading the league in wins. He's been fantastic for Colorado. They also have been embarrassing opponents with their offense, but that's them.
Yeah.
But this is a Casey DeSmith kind of night.
No, and that first period, right? Like, that's the one where there's so much of this game. I was telling you guys before we went live on the air, I was a little delayed getting into this game because with some family things. And so I watched on fast forwarding through commercials to catch up, and I'm watching through the first period. I've got all my notes on everything about how, like, all right, well, geez, they're lucky to even be in this game. And then I, by mistake, checked my phone on something else, and I see somehow I'm in the next 10 minutes of hockey I'm about to watch. It's going to become a 5-0 game, which is a complete obvious. That first period is, you look at kind of these moments for individual players kind of through this stretch, right? Like, we've seen it for, we see with Wyatt Johnston's done recently. We see other guys like seize the moment here and there. And this is a moment where he'd already done it the past couple of games. But for me, this is Casey DeSmith continuing to cement the fact that, hey, I can make this team better, and not only make the team better with my own play, but all of a sudden now the Stars can really get, going back to that spot of just all joking aside about his playing time and everything like that, they can start rolling goalies now. Like, and they can feel confident doing it, right? Yeah. And Glenn Gultz can start feeling doing that. And all of a sudden, the idea of Jake Ottinger being at this wall that he's hit in late May the past couple of years, which is the reality. Everything this season is about getting those 16 wins at the end of the year, and we assume Jake Ottinger will be in net for all 16 in theory. Casey DeSmith is doing a really good job right now of helping set up that building block, so there's not a stumbling spot for Jake Ottinger of overuse, and I'm loving this development. So
let me ask you that then, Sean, because I was going to mention that anyways. So let's just say you went back and forth. That'll never happen. We know that. We know guy makes this, guy makes that. But how does Jake handle that? You know, I mean, and from one side of me, I'm like, and I said this, I think, in the pregame show and before, like, I expected him to play tonight. Casey, I mean. I wanted Casey to play tonight because of Jake's starts have been, there have been some soft goals early on. Yeah. But then he gets it together and he's great, right? But how do you think Jake would handle that? Like, right now, you'd say Jake is probably going to play every 3 out of every 4 to 5 games, right? What would happen if it was, and you cut that back a little bit? Is it making a statement to Jake that, like, we need you to be better, or you know what I mean? Like, where do you think that would go if you were doing that?
Well, I think 2 things come into play this year that make it not a big deal, honestly. One is I don't think it's going to impact whether Jake is on Team USA for the Olympics or not. I think he is one of the American goalies no matter what. So I think I don't think there's a outside worry of, hey, I'm losing a chance to be one of the goalies for Team USA. The other fact of the matter is Jake got paid already, right? Like, I think that's another big thing. Like, if this was something where Jake was still playing for his money and all of that contract year and everything like that, as much as we want to say players are only focused on the play on the ice, getting that contract's a big deal. I think Jake...
It's a huge deal.
Yeah, and so I think for Jake, there's a level of, this season it's way more palatable. And if it means that, and if he can see the vision that we just laid out there, where hey, you're cooking and you're at optimal performance in the spring when you get a chance to be the guy in net where you potentially win that 16th game, I think he would gladly take that trade-off. Now, of course he's going to want to play every game and he's going to want to do all of that deep in his mind, but I think it's the conversation now, him and Casey DeSmith and the Stars goalie brain trust of Jeff Reese and with the GMs and the head coaches and everything like that. You can look at this and you're not going to have a 1A, you're not going to have a alternate start. That's not going to happen. But if it's 2 out of every 3, is that, I mean, can we get that now? I mean, I think everyone would be on board.
Yeah.
Has anybody, have you ever, you talked to Jake quite a bit, right? Owen, do you also?
Mm-hmm.
Do you, because
I'm
thinking if,
to.
would, and Sean, have you ever had an opportunity to sit down with Ed Belfour and a one-on-one?
I have. Yes, I have.
Okay. So then, Eddie can be Eddie, but when Eddie talks to you, probably Eddie wants to be the man. Mm-hmm. Would Jake come across as I want to be the man, or is he more like a team guy, personality wise?
I think he's not. I don't think he's as much of that like Belfour, like you're saying Belfour, but he wants to play and he wants to be the best in the world. But I think the thing Sean said, that's why I pointed at you when you said it, is if you tell Jake after 3 seasons where the team has hit a wall and he has hit a wall in one part of the playoffs, that this is going to be the key to get you to play the same way in the 3rd round that you played in the 1st round, I think he's all for that because he wants to win games above everything else.
We should talk to him about this.
I mean, he always wants to play games, but I think that's the key.
I think to Ludz's point, Jake would be a little bit more politically correct in his answers about this because he'll say, if I'm going about things, I want to play. He goes, I don't want to go out here and do a warm-up to sit and watch. I want to play. Eddie would probably...
Oh, no, Eddie's going to let everybody know.
He's going to demand the net and not care who hears that. Jake would probably say, look, Casey's great. He'd be more gentle about it. He still wants to play every game, but he's not going to be... I would imagine Eddie would just be like banging his fist on the table going, I want to play this game.
Whoa, don't
careful.
Hey-o. Careful. No, but he would... Eddie he'll lose it, and he's going to lose it, but he can do that because when he comes back after subpar Belfour performance, he's always better.
Yeah, well, he was abducted by aliens. Remember?
Yeah,
he told us that on the show.
Yeah,
so maybe that explains it. Once you're abducted,
I'm just curious about the personalities because I
can't
know
speak
Patrick,
to that experience.
I know Patrick, I know Eddie, and they want to play every game, and they would not. This scenario wouldn't sit well.
Yeah, I would not imagine, and I can talk to him about it, but I would not imagine it would be a bad feeling. Like he's not going to take that and be pissed off at the team or the coach or anything like that. But he will be competitive, and he will want to get back in and show that he should play 65 games or whatever, even though a lot of other people don't think he should.
Yeah, I do have from a perspective of Jake's attitude towards this externally or internally, Lutz. I do have I'm curious of how his view is it after we get past game 2 of the Olympics, right? Because I'm assuming Jake is going to play one of the first 2 games for the Olympics for Team USA. And so if he goes to the Olympics and he's the starter for Team USA through the entire thing and everything like that, all of a sudden it's like, okay, you know what? I am the best goalie in the world. I'm out playing Connor Hellebuck. I have this spot. I can be kept fresh. But if he goes to the Olympics and he's the backup and only plays the 1 game in the group stage against Latvia or something like that, all of a sudden it becomes, well, yeah, there's no way you're taking this net away ever from me again because I want to be the best goalie in the world and I have to prove that. I think there's some factors that kind of come into play that make this such a unique, fascinating season. And I think that's also the reason that communication between the goalies and the goalie coach are so important. Also, it's also a fascinating thing, right, Luds? When you look at Eddie, right, and I know, did you guys obviously Montreal with Patrick was known so well with Francois Allaire for having the first real goalie coach, right? When it came to Dallas, though, when it came to Eddie, how much did he actually have a goalie coach that actually was there, and how much was it just Eddie kind of there with the aliens?
Well, I think Well, no, I think Eddie took it, but Eddie was always going to be Eddie. His guy was Treychek, right? And that's everything comes from that guy. To this day he talks about him. So, but yeah, it's funny. I never really even I remember one goalie coach, and he was out there one day with ropes, kind of showing him the angles from the post, I guess, and things like that. I don't even know who that was, but anyway. I really don't recall any goalie coach ever being near Eddie. So you didn't want to be near Eddie, though, a lot of times. So what was Casey's best year? And Casey's I was gonna so you could get that.
I'll get the Google machine.
What was Casey DeSmith's best year when it came to wins and save percentage? I'm talking because I want Sam to pull it up really quick.
Vancouver?
I'm guessing it's in Vancouver.
Or was it last year?
Let's see.
Was it in
pretty
Pittsburgh?
solid last year.
He had
33 starts was his biggest year.
Was that the year Murray got hurt?
He had 2 years where he had 15 wins. His highest save percentage was actually his rookie season, funny enough. But he had, what was it?
So his most years in 1 year,
15,
most wins was
15 in 2022-23. He had 14 last year.
Are we talking in his career?
Yeah.
Most wins he's had in his career in Pittsburgh was 15.
Yeah, because he never was the out and out starter.
Yeah,
he was the starter when Murray was hurt, and then Tristan Jarry came through.
Most games he ever played was 38.
And then he was the one they picked to move.
33
right?
starts.
So, and that's why he ended up in Vancouver. All right, we got to get to an ad break. We've got a whole breakdown to do. We've got lots of super chats, so keep piling them up. And yes, if you want to use bad language in a super chat, use symbols so we don't have to make Lieutenant Vauders over here yes, he got promoted, have to do more work.
We can say it, though.
No.
Darn.
But don't make him have to put a censorship box over a super chat. Use symbols. Don't just, yeah.
Ryan, don't give
He's like, I'm not doing it.
I'm putting it out
John
there.
used to do that. No pressure.
R.I.P.
He would do it during the show. But anyway, lots more DLS Stars postgame show up next after this ad break.
Got to hang on a second. I got a text from Sean. No, that's from Sam. Okay. With
Sam's
over 700 5-star
attention.
reviews and an average, let's see. I hit the screen and just rolled away.
It's okay.
An average rating of 4.9.
ad-lib.
Qualis Roofing is one of the most trusted names in roofing across North Texas and Austin. Homeowners and business owners alike consistently praise Qualis for their honesty, follow-through, and quality workmanship. Whether it's your home or business, Qualis Roofing has you covered, literally. They specialize in both residential and commercial roofing projects. Based right here in North Texas, Qualis isn't some storm-chasing fly-by-night crew. They're local, experienced, and committed to doing things the right way. Schedule a free roof inspection and get a free DLLS shirt.
Yes.
Replace your roof with Qualis and choose between a free Blackstone grill or a Traeger smoker.
Love it.
Smoker. Because getting a new roof should
Never heard of
come
her.
with little extra sizzle. You get it? Qualis isn't just good at roofing. They're
That's for
great
you.
at communication. You always know where your project stands and what to expect next. Visit QualisGC.com or just search Qualis Roofing and Constructions. That's QUALIS, or call 817-500-9008 and get started today.
Well, it's after I go to Qualis.com.
Yep.
What if I told you that most people cannot even tell you how many financial accounts they have? You
I
that?
know one.
There you go. See, lots can't tell you either. Monarch is the way to put all of your finances together. You get your accounts, investments, your 401ks, your credit cards.
Don't have any of that.
You can see how much debt you have it gives you stress, but it puts it all in one place. And that's what helps you reach your financial goals, because without the clear picture, financial goals can feel out of reach. Don't let financial opportunity slip through the cracks. Use code DLS at monarch.com in your browser for half off your first year. 50% off your first year at monarch.com with code DLLS.
Harry just asked in the chat if did y'all just text Sean to wake him up?
Sean, did you see how much your hat grew from yesterday?
No,
It
I
grew 3
stayed
sizes
off.
that day, just like the Grinch.
I think we got another one that I think there's enough likes that I think GM Ben let it down.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's go through this one. We got a couple breakdowns and a lot of goals to talk about. As we mentioned, Casey DeSmith was fantastic early in this one. Tons of grade A saves to keep. I mean, Montreal could have had 1, 2, 3, 4. They could have had a handful of goals. Stars get a power play, and Jake Evans had a grade A chance shorthanded, it still could have been Montreal in the lead. But then Wyatt Johnston scores a power play goal. Luds, it's his 100th career NHL goal.
Yep.
And the
That's all he
puck
does.
movement on this, not only is it, look, the Stars power play continues to be an absolute weapon. They have just been unstoppable. 7 games in a row now with a power play goal. 10 in their last 7 games. But the puck movement was elite.
And actually, I was telling you guys, what the puck?
What the puck?
I really like
That
the
was the
structure
jingle.
of Montreal. The way they take away a lot of passing lanes, and you can see here early on, you see how close their triangle is, and Wyatt's right in the center of it, and there's a stick where his stick is, and 6 in passing lanes, but when you have guys like Rantanen and Hintz and Robo, you can move the puck around. And early on, there's nothing there. But as they move the puck around, that triangle there where they're trying to take away the leading power play guy in the league, they're not giving him anything. But then all they need is a little bit of a crack, and it's because of what Mikko does and then Hintz. And Hintz is a smart one on this. Hintz was standing on the goal line. He gets off the goal line. He gets himself a little bit closer to the bottom of the circle. Now that lane opens up. And when you've got a guy like Wyatt there, you can't just be close to him. You have to be on him. And these guys, they find that little seam, and it's a perfect pass again from Rantanen down to a one-touch pass from Hintz, and then he lets it go right away. And you know they're right there, but with Wyatt's release, there's no time. And again, I think this goal, I don't know how it goes in. I mean, 5-hole, I believe, or where it was, but
Lane opens.
But I mean, a lane opens up just for a split second. That's
100th.
his 100th career goal, and cheers to,
Give him a beer.
to Wyatt. But again, with the release that he has and the precision passing that these guys have between them all, they put it right where it doesn't matter if it's going from Wyatt down to Mikko or Rantanen to whoever it is, to Heiskanen. They just put them on the tape so they can hit them right away.
I'm so glad you brought that up, because if Rantanen's pass isn't inch perfect to Hintz,
Yeah.
it never gets to Wyatt.
How many times do we ever see Rantanen put a pass in somebody's skate?
I can't remember.
I mean, and he passes 40 feet on his backhand at times.
Spinning.
Yeah, spinning.
Often.
It's crazy what he can do.
so
What's
that's
the
one
Lutz,
goal.
Lutz, who had the famous line about the Rantanen passing? Reminds me of a guy you played with. I can't remember who had there was the famous line about Zuby where someone said
Ah, yes.
they let the pass go through their legs, and they said, because that pass was Zuby, it was in my skates, it wasn't meant for me.
Well, that's exactly right. And there was one time, and it was Hully had said something to him. He said, "Zub,
Yeah.
I got to make myself." He goes, "Just go where you're going to go. I'll get you the pass." I mean, it just Zuby just, and he hated. The only time I could really ever, well, I pissed him off a lot. But the only time I really pissed him off is if I ever gave him a hard pass. He hated them. And Zuby really never passed the puck that hard. There were a lot of saucers, and they're in the right spots. I said this last week. Oh, Sean, by the way, so I was with Zuby. You know, Zuby came into town, a little autograph thing here last weekend. He's blowing up my phone. He wants to come to Dallas for our little alumni game. Wouldn't that be
yeah.
cool? Having Zuby in
that'd be
town.
fun.
You want to see
Yeah.
Sergei Zubov on the ice again?
Yeah,
I do.
You know, he's coaching, but you can tell he's coaching because, you know,
Yeah.
he's not in the same. Well, he
Like-
has a shape.
Well,
but just not the
like
same
Razor
shape.
said it in his Hall of Fame speech, none of us probably can fit in that little radio booth by ourselves at Joe Louis Arena like
Yeah.
we used to. And then I think he said when he first got up there, he goes, the Hall of Fame jacket was a little loose on him. He goes, this will be the first time in a long time I've taken a jacket in, which was a funny joke because usually you have to let him out, right? Get a little large. Yeah, anyway. All right. Goal number 2.
You don't say that about the king.
Well, he said it.
Okay.
I'm not only small, but I'm slow.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Second period. Stars have a 1-0 lead. They got outshot, as Lud said, 3-1. It was 14-5. The high danger chances in the first were 5-2 Montreal. Dallas did have one. Rantanen had a one-timer right at the end of the period. Could have made it 2-0. But then Lindell for Miro Heiskanen, because of course that's exactly how they draw it up.
You know what, though? The one, we don't have a little diagram, I don't think, for this
Not for
one.
this one.
But this is the one where Heiskanen created his own space by drilling Kirby Dach.
Yeah.
And he just went sliding. Now all of a sudden it's like a power play, right? And what is Essa doing at the top of the circles in the slot? I don't know. And I'm telling you, Sean, you tell me if that's a good goal or a bad goal, because I don't know. There wasn't a lot of heat on that shot.
I mean, I have a hard time calling any Essa Lindell goal a bad goal just because I love Essa, but but that is definitely that may have been that is probably the one that sowed the seeds of dissent and the seeds of distrust in Marty St. Louis' mind of my goalie might not be finishing this game. So,
well, on that note, I was sitting up there on the third goal, and I was going, Marty's got to pull him right now. St. Louis. Yeah. I figured he would be coming out there, and he didn't, and I thought it was a mistake. But not a mistake for Dallas. I'm just saying mistake for them. But he had a meltdown after he let in a shootout goal, or was it an overtime goal? Dobich did a couple games ago. Like he was just and he was sick. Yeah.
He was a shootout goal, I think. Yeah. But,
yeah. I mean, so maybe he didn't want to hurt his feelings. I don't know.
Okay, we do have a diagram on the next one because
we do.
Tyler Seguin scores on a breakaway from Jason Robertson. Yep. And boy, doesn't that sound familiar, Let's.
Yeah. Well, I think if you go back a couple games here, you got to remember a pass that was made by Robo up to Rantanen. I mean, it's the very same thing. What he does is he just makes smart area passes. He doesn't try to put them on the tape. He puts them in an area that you can, and he'd be gone. And he was gone on this one to Rantanen. But again, you just let him skate into it. He finds the area. And it was very similar on this one, too. But what I wanted to show is Leon Bichel right here. He's the one that starts this play. He seals off his guy. He gets a little space. He moves it up to Robo right away. Robo takes one quick look. He finds a little space. You can't see Tyler in the picture, but I just want you to know he's up there near center ice somewhere. And then Robo just throws that little saucer between two players, and he puts it right on the tape of Tyler. Now, speaking of St. Louis, I don't think he's going to be happy with three of his players here because three of them are all behind the play, and they're on this side. Nobody's looking right in the middle of the ice. And then Tyler, how many times have we seen Tyler Seguin go in on a shot like this, Sam?
I was trying to find breakaway stats. I couldn't find him to see how good he is. But it feels like every time he
and you see the glove. So I saw that glove there, and I thought Seguin sees that, and he's going to sneak it right underneath.
He's so good, that quick release. He does it in the shootout a lot. I remember young Seguin with the Stars used to come in and just snap it glove side, just beat him constantly because of that quick release. As we said earlier, not skating as fast as he used to, but the release is still there.
But he gets it's funny how he gets out behind
people. He gets breakaways.
He was gone.
Tyler Sagan's been in the league for a while. You probably need to know where Sagan is. He's
probably
pretty good
when
he goes in alone.
He's great at finding that gap. I don't know what other game. It was not the game 2 days ago. It was another game recently that he took a pass between two. I don't know if he scored or not, but he just finds that little, defenders could be right here next to each other, and he just finds a way in there and takes a pass and gets through. It's
that one's not on Jakub Dobeš, except it's 3 goals on, 8 shots or something at the time?
Yeah. That's right.
At what point would Marty St. Louis maybe have thought about changing his goalie?
Well, I can understand part of the reason he probably didn't hear because he's like, listen, we got to be better in front of him than that right there. But the way that went in, the way the Essa's goal went in, I mean, I just figured, I even said to you guys, he's out. Like, I would have taken him out right there. But, St. Louis is a Hall of Famer. He knows what he's doing. He's a good coach.
Yep.
And he more importantly, he knows the mentality of his goaltenders. So I guess he wanted to leave.
I think Pete would have pulled him.
You what?
That's a DeBoer reference. All right, Luds, break us down Robo goal number 1, because after getting off the snide of that 9-game goal drought on Tuesday against Ottawa, Robo scored 2 in less than 2 minutes. The first one was really pretty.
Yeah, well, the good news is that I believe this is the one where Robo could have tore his groin. Is this one where he had to hold the blue line?
Yes.
Yeah. So, but I like the gap here from Thomas Harley. I mean, he stands up. He's got a good gap, turns the puck over, and Robo kind of comes underneath and takes off. And right here, it's hard to tell. But what this does is if you're watching, obviously, this is Rantanen on the bottom of the screen. You can just see him from his shoulders up. That just shows you how long his reach is, because he looks like he's about 3 feet behind that blue line. But because Robo's stretching here, we can tell that puck is over the line. So the reach on him is crazy. Anyway, it's the pass again from Rantanen over to Harley, who joined the play because he keeps up the gap, and then Robo does what he does. And I like what Harley does here. He gets it on his stick immediately. He moves it to Robo. The defenseman plays it poorly. He starts going over to Harley, opens up a little bit of space for Robo. But it's the finish on this puck. I mean, I don't know how he can get in so tight. It looks like he's actually bringing the puck through the blue paint, and then all of a sudden it's just underneath the bar. And we've seen him do this in shootouts, and that's probably what he feels
usually
like
on
here.
His forehand.
But the thing is, what he did is right at the end, he pulls the puck in front of him and he gets a stick away from the defender that's trying to grab him, and then he just comes right up on the bar with it.
So he gets a goal, two in 2 games. No, wait. 3 in 2 games. He scores a minute, 39 seconds later. This time, maybe a screen, maybe just an ugly goal.
No, it was a screen, but
like, did Dobush see that at all from the top of the circle?
But here's the important thing. Who was he on the ice with?
He was on the ice with Justin Ritzkovian,
49 and 22,
and Maverick Bork.
When you want your guy to get going and he's going, you keep putting him out there on the ice. Put your goal scorer out there. Doesn't matter who he's with. Gully recognizes that. He puts him out there. Here, go with these 2 guys. And then you get 2 guys that crash the front of the net. Robo's above the circle.
Yep.
Robo's between the top of the circle and the blue line when he shoots that puck. And those 2 guys are doing, the grunt of the work in front, and the goaltender doesn't see that one.
First career assist for Justin Ritzkovian.
In Montreal, no less.
In his hometown, or near his hometown.
That's through 2 periods. It's 5-0. The game's over, but we have 2 more goals. Let's talk about it next and get to those. We're going to Super Chats just come piling in. Keep it up here on the DLLS Stars postgame show.
You're probably sitting there wondering,
I am.
Why isn't Sam squinting at his computer? No. Why is this beautiful hockey hair hat sitting right here to my left, probably your right? It's because of PNC.
You can put it on,
Sam. No, that's the orange one. I don't want that. That'll scar people. It's one thing to support long-term growth. It's another to go out and celebrate it. Thanks to all the amazing Dallas Stars fans who embraced. Yeah, that's what I'm.
Would you like the good one?
That's what I'm beeping. That's what I'm bleeping talking about. I'll read it while I'm doing it. Who embrace long-term growth in all its feathered glory. Our Main Street branch pop-up event was the ultimate celebration of PNC's reliable, responsible approach to long-term financial planning, told through the lens of another amazing long-term investment, Epic Hockey Hair. The Main Street branch fans had the chance to pick up their own Dallas Stars hockey hair hat like these. Limited edition Stars hat with Epic Hockey Hair come out the back. You got to choose which type you wanted. The barber even put it on for you and showed me in the mirror what it looked like. It was fabulous. It was a reminder that the best things, whether legendary flow or strong financial plan, come to those who are patient and committed to the long run. PNC Bank, an official partner of the Dallas Stars.
All right, let's talk about Window Nation. Living in Dallas, you want your home to be comfortable year-round, your family protected, and an investment you can feel great about for years. Replace your old or builder-grade windows with custom-built, high-quality windows from Window Nation. Window Nation measures 3 times to ensure your windows fit perfectly and keep your home comfortable year-round. Our installation crews finish the job in 1 day or less, so you can enjoy the rest of the summer with minimal disruption, or fall or winter. Get the windows you want to protect and beautify your home. Choose from 1,500 styles or more and colors. With installation crew leaders averaging over a decade of experience, you can trust Window Nation to install your windows right the first time. Take advantage of Window Nation's end-of-year sale through November. 50% off all window styles. You can get 0% interest financing for 5 years. Window Nation is a proud partner of the Dallas Cowboys. Schedule a quote and find out how you can get a Dallas Cowboys jersey and 2 home tickets. Schedule a fast, free estimate now at windownation.com. Sam, that is definitely an improvement. You should stay like that for the rest of the show.
Thank you.
We need to get you some Nair.
That's funny.
Is that the one that comes in a can?
Yeah.
So, Luds, they kept Jakub Dobush in for the first 2 periods. They pulled him for the third as Sam Montembeault came in. Was that too late? I know we talked about it a little bit earlier. Was that the right move at that point? Yeah. They play Boston on Saturday.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, he had to get the other guy out. Like I said, I think he's an emotional kid, and they had to get him out. I thought it was a little too late, but yeah, it was definitely time.
So, Alex Petrovic scores a goal. And this one is very notable because I've been hanging on to this stat for a long time. He hasn't scored a regular season goal since April 2nd of 2018 as a member of the Florida Panthers playing against the Carolina Hurricanes. It's a 59-game goal drought snap. Now, why for the
There's
better
nothing wrong with going 59 games or 159 games without scoring. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing at all.
Okay, let's
Absolutely
get that clear.
2,780 days.
That's a lot of days.
That's a lot of days.
Now, some people might say, how is it only 59 games if we went 2,000 plus days? It's because he was in a pretty long stretch in the late 20s, early 30s where he was an AHL player and probably thought his NHL career was behind him. He's had a resurrection, of, so to speak, with Dallas, a resurgence, a renaissance. That's enough R words. But, I mean, Luds, this wasn't just some goal that trickled off a defenseman's leg and found the way back in. This was a nice finish from Petro.
Well, but it was a Mikko Rantanen pass. I immediately I said, was that Rantanen that made that pass? Because
Of course it was.
Faksa gets on the wall, spins around, turns to his left, and throws a backhander right on the tape of Petro. And Petro, you'd have thought it was that overtime goal in Game 7.
Do you see GM Ben trolling you in the chat right now? Look at the screen. Luds has a longer scoreless streak.
Yeah, of course I do. What?
Lud's job was to deny goals, not score goals.
No, I was told along. Listen, I got in my first year, I got 0 goals. All right. One went in the net against the Washington Capitals. They at the Journal, our French people, they had a picture of the puck in the net. I didn't get credit for it. There was no review or cameras or any of that kind of stuff. The next year, I was on the power play, and I believe I got 7 goals. I didn't touch the puck on the power play. They hit me on the power play. But I was told by a very smart defenseman, Luds, you get 2 or 3 goals this year, they're going to want 4 or 5 next year. So I dialed it back the rest of my career.
So you didn't want to
make sure I didn't
push
get across that 2 threshold.
I have a. This is actually perfect timing to talk about Lud's playing career real quick.
Here we go.
I spoke to Pat Verbeek this morning, actually, and
wait a minute, John. Just double checking. Yeah. Is this suitable for broadcast air?
This is suitable for broadcast air. Yes.
Because
John, today, what's the date today?
Today is November the 13th.
Is he gonna knock Jim Nill off the pedestal?
GMs of the year 3 in a row.
I mean, it's gonna be hard not to see. I mean, he probably, based off what's happened so far, Verbeek should probably.
Yeah. But usually,
they make the playoffs.
No, because here's the thing. No, because I don't think the Anaheim Ducks are going to make the third round.
You don't think they're going to make the playoffs?
No,
it doesn't. I know they don't vote until after the second round, but that doesn't mean. They're not doing this for the playoffs.
Listen,
it's a regular season.
If Bill Zito and the Florida Panthers make the Eastern Conference Final, Bill Zito gets the GM of the year because of what he's done over the last.
Whether he should or will are 2 different things. I think that's a fair way to put it.
Okay, so Luds, I wanted to interject. I'm guessing most Pat Verbeek stories about you. I already
interjected on him. You're interjecting on him again.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm guessing that most Pat Verbeek stories about you are not suitable for broadcast.
I don't know that.
But this one is. Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah. I want to interject respectfully.
No, do it disrespectfully.
Go ahead, Chuck.
So I ran into Pat Verbeek this morning, and I asked him for what's a good Craig Ludwig story I'm allowed to share on air. And he brought up, he said, everyone thinks about Luds' shin pads when it comes to shot blocking. But his favorite story about the commitment Luds had to shot blocking is, he said he remembered there was one game in his first or second year in Dallas where Luds had the largest black and blue anyone has ever seen on basically the center of their ass from blocking a shot.
Oh, your glutes.
Like literally center glute, the largest one anyone's ever seen. And Pat Verbeek said, I will always think about his black and blue ass and how the effort he was willing to put into blocking.
Who took that shot, Luds? Do you remember?
I don't know. It was somebody down on Harry Hines.
Oh, lovely.
No, I don't remember. I got hit. Yeah, I got hit a lot.
I'm always thinking about Lud's ass, you know?
Yeah. I can say slut.
Now Ryan's feeling it. Well done, Lieutenant.
I created a monster over there.
Yeah. Okay.
What happens when we win 7-0?
Colin Blackwell scored a nice goal.
Yeah. So wasn't he just standing in the pile?
No, he was standing at the crease and swatted one in.
I was down here. I don't know.
So you didn't even see it.
I figured I was safe with 6 minutes to go.
Faksa goes into a forecheck behind the net, crashes into the end boards with the Montreal defender. The puck, he causes the puck to pop up in the air over the goal, and standing in the crease was Blackwell, and he swats it right out of the midair and scores. Blackwell hadn't scored a goal this year, so his goal drought of, I believe it was 17 games. Yep, which dated back to in Detroit, Sean, the Shapiro Bowl last spring. Colin Blackwell's last NHL goal in the regular season.
Did anyone else have the initial reaction? Because I was kind of only half watching that goal at first, just with the state of the game, where maybe did Radek try the Michigan? Like that was like
no, not even close.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
Yeah.
But I'm watching from the other side of the room, and I'm thinking like, man, he's really feeling it tonight.
I love it. All right.
I have a random stat if you're interested.
Let's do it because that's all the goals. Great play. Oh, by the way, quick sour note. Alex Newhook in the second period.
Yeah.
Feet first into the
That was
boards.
rough.
I know you
That was
said
rough.
something to us about maybe an ankle. I thought that looked like it twisted his knee as his foot went at a really funky angle.
I don't know, but
either way,
look
it looked
good.
bad.
Didn't look good.
Helped off. Yeah, he didn't come back, I'm guessing.
He did not.
Random stat. This is from Josh Clark. Follow Josh Clark if you don't already, because he is a stat machine.
Who?
Clarky.
Josh Clark.
That's my boy.
In his first 219
Your microphone
career
was
games,
nowhere near your mouth there, Ryan.
Wyatt Johnston had 9 power play goals in 219 career games. In 45 games since the Four Nations, he has 16 power play goals.
What was the first number?
219 career games, 9 power play goals.
So 9 in those first.
He has
and
8
now,
this year already, and 16 in 45 games. That's
learned.
absurd.
So GM Ben is trying to troll me in the chat by keep talking about we have lots more high danger chances. He can't type anymore, so he must be having too many.
He's boozing.
But Luds, I did say earlier, I can't wait for GM Ben to get off his wallet and get us our complimentary Stars Face-Off collection shirts that we've earned.
Well, he might as well get a bundle because I think they probably ought to wear them over there.
Over at Hooters.
I mean,
to show
promoting
support
our
for DLS.
show, aren't we?
By the way, in case you were wondering, I ran over to grab some food during the end of the first period from Hooters. Victory Plus games on the TVs. They were watching the Stars amongst other sports out there. So kudos to them.
No wonder we didn't see you for an hour.
Yeah.
I was wondering what. I thought you took the scooter back to AAC. You thought the game was over there.
Yeah, it would have been fun. Hey, Sean, I know we talked about Casey at the top of the show, but to be able to hang in there were a couple of dicey moments, including Alex Carrier with a backhander from about 11 feet, which was Stars looked like they were trying to spoil Casey's shutout with the way they were defending up 7-0.
Yeah, they were. I think that would have been the only potential frustration for the coaching staff in the end that they would have brought up tonight was you guys, with the way Casey played in the first period, you got to be better for him. I know a win is a win, but your backup goalie does what he does in the first period. You got to put a little bit more to try to get him the 0. So I think that would have been that would have been a little bit of a disappointing point tomorrow at practice, I assume, if one got in there.
Well, they have the day off tomorrow because they play Philadelphia, but guess what?
Yeah.
We have a massive super chat from Hidalgo, Gretzky or 99 Cup here, and Ludwig. Did Luds approve of the Stars' D-zone coverage this game?
That's a trick question.
You got to give a good answer. This is a $99 one.
No, this is work in progress. There's no doubt about it. I truly believe that they're standing around thinking, where am I supposed to be? And I said this many times. We back in, I don't know what it was, whenever Hitchcock got there, we were the same thing. There were certain things we were asked to do, but it was just day after day after day, and then eventually it clicked and you were where you were supposed to be. But right now there are too many people coming down Main Street in front of the net. I think that,
and defenseman too. Matheson was free reign through the middle.
Yeah, I don't understand how. I mean, it's easier to play this way than it is to chase a guy all over your zone and keep up with them. And then when you get beat, you know that you have more support around. So, yeah, they're not in sync right now, or yet, I should say. Like I said, they'll keep working on it. But again, even look at tonight, even as poorly as they were, what did Montreal have? 20 shots, 23 shots, something like that?
23 shots.
23.
Yeah, they took one away, too.
I mean,
they did 22 now?
I don't know if it was 22 or they took one away before that.
Yeah, and you remember last year we were up in the mid-30s. There was a stretch there
they
where
added it, 24.
Yeah, 23.
Screwed it all up. I know.
So last year they were up in the 30s, and so they're in areas where they're getting hit by pucks now, because they're in front of the net. But there's times where they still leave that Main Street area open too much for my liking.
I would like to point out that T.O. wrote in the chat a few minutes ago, GM Ben, if I buy 50 Super Chat memberships, hold on, no.
Whoa, what?
I need you to pay attention for this.
You okay?
Don't talk to Luds. He's got to hear this.
I'm listening.
From T.O. at GM Ben,
From
if
T.O.?
I buy 50 Super Chat Supporters Club memberships, not Super Chat, if I buy 50 Supporters Club memberships, do the hosts and Ryan get their T-shirts?
Wait, what are memberships?
The Super Chat with the badges. You know, Harry says they don't need no
I'll go
sticky badges.
streaking.
We haven't done a supporters club read in a little while, so
join the supporters club.
We should teach Luds again about the badges and the special emojis on.
No, I know there's, but I mean,
YouTube.
how much? Like, you're buying 52 emojis? Is that what you're?
No,
doing?
memberships for a month.
Well, how much is a membership?
Let's just say yes to the T-shirts.
Well, I'm just trying to get information. Other people are wondering the same thing. There's other people that don't pay attention. Like
I believe there are 2 options.
Oh, okay.
For
what are
your supporters club? I believe there are $5 and $15 options.
Okay, guys.
There you go.
Let's get
That's
to
what I wanted to know.
Our ad break, and let's get to a lot of super chats. And by the
Gotta
way,
rattle them. Bam, bam.
I think Hidalgo really threw the gauntlet down on I Love Misty with that 99 Cup Year super chat. So I Love Misty, that's like a personal challenge. We'll do that next.
Well, let's first talk about now great moments.
What if
great
I
wins.
told you?
No. I was gonna say, what if I told you great moments lead to great opportunities? And what better way to celebrate a 7-0 start than by becoming a DLS diehard? It allows you not only to have full access to everything this wonderful site and show and Discord and all that other fun stuff has to offer, you also just get to be part of the club. You get a free shirt with it as well. And on top of that, we have this really awesome newsletter. It comes every morning, Monday through Friday, and you get to keep up with everything that's going on at DFW Sports all in one place, right at the top of your inbox. Tomorrow morning, when you are trying to ignore work and avoid what your boss wants you to actually do, just like we do all the time here on this show and ignore our boss, you can do the same thing in newsletter form, alldls.com/newsletter. So become a diehard, get the newsletter. It's a great fit for everyone.
Well, Sean, what if I told you that with our new collection, I didn't know 2 was a collection, but our new face-off collection, these 2 shirts, if you all would buy these shirts, I could stop talking about them, and we could not even have them anymore, and Ben would be super happy.
No, they come out with other shirts for you to talk about.
Yeah, but I know, but we could maybe get 2 different colors. We could have a different pattern or something like that.
Yes, it could be a different one that you could get tired of talking about.
So I think again, if we're going to buy shirts for the party over here on December 7th, that's awesome. So anyway, that's our. Sam, do you have one of them shirts yet?
No.
You buy your own, don't you?
Sometimes.
I don't have one.
You didn't buy one of these? You didn't buy one of these?
No.
You didn't buy
Wait
one
to
of
see if
those?
we get a
We're
free
waiting
one.
for GM Ben to get
You're
off
waiting
his
for the
wallet.
free one?
Yeah, heck yeah.
Okay, Ben.
Our diehards have
let's
put
do it,
way
Ben.
too much effort into buying these shirts for us to.
Wait, Ryan's got something.
We have a
Ryan's got it. Breaking news.
$50.
You give us the air horn.
Wait, what
I
happened?
thought you had it ready
Give us
to
the,
go.
that's Connor Hellebuck.
Go ahead, Sam. Tell him. What did Sports Guy T.O. just do?
He gifted 50
Supporters
Club memberships, and they are currently being randomly assigned to people.
Oh, wow.
Zombie Frog,
That's cool.
BSASNB, Chaotic is how you pronounce that, by the way, Owen. Mario, Freddie,
Is that how you
Jesse,
say that?
Jeffrey. Yeah, they said it earlier. Joshua.
Okay, we're not doing this for as it goes through 50
TNT
of them.
Vibe. Just kidding.
Up next. Oh wait, no, we're past up next.
Yeah, we already did.
We're past
Hit the
yes.
super chats.
It's super chats.
Let's
Be
hit 'em.
careful we don't go to OT.
Oh no, we don't. We have to before. We are going to probably have to do OT tonight. You know
7-0.
Because we still have to do the PNC Bank Player of the Game. Let's do that now. Here is our PNC Bank Player of the Game votes. We'll
Jason
start with
Robertson.
Sean because we did all the breakdowns without much of Sean listening and getting comments about his haircut.
Well, I avoided reading those in the chats, but let's go with Casey DeSmith, who we've talked all about his game tonight, what he did in the first period. This team wins because they're not down 2-1, 3-1 at the end of the first. So Casey DeSmith for me, player of the game tonight.
I second that.
Sam, player of the game for PNC Bank.
Mr. 21, Jason Robertson.
I think Robo was great, 2 goals, assist, but if Casey doesn't play the way he does, this game gets out of hand in a hurry. To me,
some say if the
it's
Stars didn't score
Sir
7-0.
Casey of Smith
That also did
for the
work.
PNC Bank Player of the Game. First shutout of the year. He is on a
Sorry,
5-game
How's it feel to be
point
wrong,
streak.
Luds?
4-0-1 in his last 5 starts. And by the way, he's getting a little bit closer to a milestone himself. Casey needs 4 more games to hit 200 in his NHL career. That is our PNC Bank Player of the Game. At the Main Street branch, fans had the chance to pick up their own Dallas Stars hockey hair hat, like the one Sam wore just a few minutes ago. with
Can be worn
a
forward and
gorgeous
backwards.
mane of hockey hair coming out of the back, a limited edition Stars hat. It was a reminder that of the best things, whether it's a legendary flow or a strong financial plan, come to those who are patient and committed to the long run. PNC Bank, an official partner of the Dallas Stars. All right. We have a pretty nice pile of super chats, so let's get to them. This is going to be fun.
Oh, yeah, and Ryan's got them on Sam
Supporters
Fought.
clubs are piling up. It's like Oprah tonight. You get a supporters club membership. You get one. Fantastic.
Hit it. At Burned Oils, super chat.
Sam can read it now.
Darian Hatcher and year after the cup year. Really annoyed that we got outshot again. I'm going to take that. I'm going to guess there's sarcasm mixed in there. Unless this,
you want me to alternate and do the next
there's
one?
some parlays on there. Yes.
Me also.
Okay.
Let's do.
I Love Misty 1985 with a Bing Bong and a Robertson and
Bing
Ludwig.
bong.
I'm sure I'm not the only
Please
person
don't play that for
who
every
didn't
single one.
have the Stars getting a 7-0 whitewash of the first place team in the Atlantic on their bingo card. Still, it's nice to get our largest shutout since the first game in the 2021 season.
Full disclosure, I picked the other team tonight.
Keep doing it.
I did. Yeah, maybe I should keep doing it.
So
Yep.
you should pick the Flyers on Saturday.
I can't do that.
Okay. Well, anyway, Sam?
Bing
Yes.
bong.
Super chat from Cody Pence, Miro Heiskanen, and Cup year. Hot
99
take:
Cup year.
we should play like that every night. Yeah, I
No,
agree.
they were awful to begin the game.
Well, if they should
Score
score
like
they
that
should
every
score
night.
7
Score
every
like
night.
that
Score
every
like
night.
that every night.
Seven
More
goals
specific.
a game is probably a good formula. If you could get 7 a game, I think they'll be okay.
They should probably win some that way, right?
Yeah.
Are they able to see?
Bing bong.
Yeah, we just can't.
John Nazier with a DeSmith 99 Cup year, Tomahawk City, and 3 Foxes because Radek Faksa had 3 assists.
3 what?
Foxes. Fox? He had 3 helpers tonight.
Foxin.
Foxin.
That logo's a Foxen?
That's a Foxin. All right. Sam, you know how to read
Bing
this one from
bong.
Cam.
Which one are we at? Chaotic?
Hey,
You're on
Luds,
Robo.
Sam just said he's going to barf if he hears Bing Bong for every one of these.
Chaotic.
It's our bit.
Super
Let's
chat.
go.
Miro Heiskanen, Jason Robertson.
Oh, it's chaotic. I get it now.
Holy belt to arse. It's me, Cam. Fix my name, you two.
Sam's got to figure out a way.
I appreciate you bringing it in into the super chat for that.
This is the one that got the chat going
Hey,
pretty
this
well
is
early.
bong.
This is from
Oh.
Finger Blaster.
It is. Thank you,
Yeah.
Luds. Finger
Finger
Blaster
Blaster
911 with a
the chlorophyll.
Ludwig, or not a Ludwig, a Lundqvist, and year after the cup. Hey, frog bleep. Plug your kilometer Celsius pie holes with this 7 spot. If you're going to use bad language, use symbols. Then it doesn't make more work for Ryan, who said, I'm not going to even put it up there because he doesn't want to put those up. Sam.
Bing bong.
Yes,
It's
real
your
quick.
turn.
I'm saying Ardell and I Love Misty and maybe someone else also just gifted 5 memberships each. So thank you guys.
Nice. Very nice to
keeping that
both
rolling.
of you.
The chat's going too fast, so if
Quick,
someone else did it. Also, thank you.
Quick thing, okay, that you guys can't see the chat as it's going. Somehow GM Ben was gifted one. How did GM Ben not have one already?
I got one. I got one too.
I still haven't gotten one, actually.
We got
believe it or
Mason.
not. Mine
Mason
are still locked
Mason
out.
Phillips, Casey DeSmith, and the cup year from still can't read these. I loved Bush not backing down.
It's Boosh.
Bush not backing down. It's turning.
We're going to have to, honestly,
it said
Bush
too. No, it was a reference to this.
I think, Ryan, that we need to clip that for a drop.
I
That is
love
a perfect.
I love
Yeah, but
Bush.
he's writing about Labushkin getting into
How do
that.
you know
script.
that? I think he's writing about Ancho wearing his hat backwards.
No, he's
I
talking
mean,
about
who could say?
Labushkin not backing down.
Yeah.
Well, remember, Labushkin got into that little
Super chat from
wrestling
Corey, who wore 19.
match. Masterton.
Bing
Masterton
bong.
and the cup year. Best blanking win of the season? Question mark. Yes.
Yes.
Every win is a good win.
But this is the first one in a while that this, maybe of the entire year, where the Stars have not had to have a dramatic victory or hang on late. They cruised. All right, next one is from Stephen Craig.
Bing bong.
CI9VE. I don't know what that's supposed to be. With a Hatcher and a DeSmith. That's the first time I think we've seen 0-1 in the Super Chats. We usually see 1 in the first part, but as the second side, I like it. Casey has a nice body. I'm dehorned up LFG. That was wonderful.
Right on.
Okay. Time TO. Oh, you know why? What do we have? You can talk. You have a microphone.
Ah.
No, we have another 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I'm like,
come on,
Ryan,
come
throwing
on,
a wrench
Lieutenant.
at things.
We're demoting him back to sergeant.
Super chat. Finger blaster.
Come on, Sam,
911. You what is the
Lundqvist
amount?
and you're after the
Lundqvist,
cup.
you're after the cup. You should be allowed to order chocolate chip cookies medium rare. Agreed. They should
No.
all be melty.
No, medium rare
No,
means
no,
salmonella
this
poisoning.
is
No,
It
I-
is gross.
I'm a cookie dough by the tube kind of guy.
That's why you end up in the hospital too many
Part
times.
of the reason, yes.
Cook your cookies. It doesn't have to be crunchy, but they have to be properly cooked because you don't want to have
eat your cookie
stomach
dough how you
viruses.
want.
Bing,
It's
why are
America.
Ben's
It's a free
always so
country.
cheap.
Because he's saving up money to buy us our T-shirts and beer.
Yeah, right. I've moved on, Ben.
From GM Ben, Casey DeSmith, and the Cup Beer. Sorry about your Habs, lads.
I've moved on.
He moved on. T. Farmer with a Heiskanen 99 cup here. Miro's heater is putting him in the Norris conversation. Keep it going.
Yes, agreed. Points is the key for the
Only
Norris
one
here.
assist for Miro
He
tonight.
is, Ryan, I'm going to throw my hat at you, I swear.
Keep doing it, Ryan. That's the bit.
Biden's diaper. Casey oh, no, there's nothing in this one.
That's the same one.
But, oh, they already did this one?
No, but it's right below it.
No, he did too.
Oh, he did too. Okay. The other one is Darian Hatcher and
Casey
Casey
DeSmith.
DeSmith. Just spank me with that glove hand, Casey.
You need to say it again without giggling.
I do?
Yes.
Because you want to cut it. Just spank me with that glove hand, Casey.
And cut.
I think there needs to be a comma after hand.
I Love Misty 1985 with a Matthias Janmark and a Craig Ludwig. We haven't done that one yet, have we? From my rudimentary research, Luds' longest regular season goal drought were between October 5th, 1996 and January 18th, 1999, a drought of 197 games and 835 days. That is great research.
That's probably including the playoffs.
You think?
I think so. Yeah. I went 167 games or something like that. without
Regular
scoring
season and playoffs?
No. Just playoffs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Or something 160 or something.
Do you
like
remember your last
What about
playoff
Burned
goal?
Oils here?
that. Yeah, it was against Buffalo.
Burned Oils.
Bing.
Brendan Morrow, and the year after the Cup. GM Ben said it's okay if I pay $10 to make you say, oh, man, why did I pick this one?
Go ahead. You started it.
I like hot times with men.
You actually said it and it sounded like you meant it.
Yeah.
You could have
We're,
done.
we're talking
No.
like in the sauna.
All right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Talking about
No,
getting,
there's
getting your
that's
sweat on in the
not wrong
sauna.
at all.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. That's another Seinfeld reference, by the way.
Yes.
Robert
We need a
Asbury
different seating arrangement.
with
gonna
a
throw up.
DeSmith and a 99 cup. Your best pod, best host, best fans, go Stars.
Even after all this, still think the same
I think
thing.
you sent it in before we
Sports
read that.
guy, T.O., Craig Ludwig, and the Cup year. Luds, you got your T-shirt, sir, with a salute. Does that mean we hit whatever goal we were
I
supposed to
think
hit?
TO's 50 supporters club memberships cemented.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, nice.
Sean,
There we go.
I think
you have 2 minutes.
T.O.
That's
needs
a
to
hat
be-
trick for
T.O.
Bush.
needs to
What
be
is
the
today?
three-
Do we have a show
T.O.
tomorrow?
is first star of the week for next
Yeah.
week. Next week.
We do?
T.O. First
Yeah.
star of the week.
Regular one.
First star of the week. T.O.
Remember
So our
that
shirt
for your
should be here tomorrow.
remember that for your villains.
One.
No, he's not a
get it
villain.
made?
He's a hero. So one of you have to pick him.
No, it's your idea. You got to roll with it.
I'm not making him
Or
a
you
villain.
could
He's a hero.
you could do the villains one, and you could do like a diehards of the week.
You have a minute and 30 seconds. Go.
I've said
Are we
everything I
done?
need to say.
Ryan, is that it?
Yes,
Or
that's
did
why
we did we get T Farmers though? Because someone said please don't miss T Farmers. It was early.
T Farmer, you have 1 minute to put in the chat. If you put one
How
in
can you see
that was before we started. Just a reminder: do not enter a super chat before we go live for our post game show. Otherwise, we can't see it,
Looking for
including our producer.
We
So,
should
T
have
Farmer,
this place
just
packed.
put what your question
Let's-
is.
Should we just sit here for 1 minute in silence? And let Steve
No, I
Farmer-
was just thinking, as big as this place is, you got upstairs there and an upstairs there. We should have this thing packed.
Somebody
with
tell
fans
us what
when
T
we go.
Farmer
December
asked.
7th pregame show. We're gonna have 25 diehards in here,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna go eat at Hooters, and then
We're
we're
gonna
gonna go
get
watch the
thirsty.
Stars play the Penguins.
The suspense is killing me.
Okay, so we have a show tomorrow.
Remember that furniture?
It's at
commercial?
2:00.
I want to pump you
Sean
up.
will be on the show. Luds should be as long as his cars behave.
We got another one.
And Sam and I will be there.
From Bailey Herrera. Miro Heiskanen in the Cup year. Bush is back, but Harry Grundle's never went out of style.
I mean, how do you end that?
Yep.
By the way,
Mayor.
Sam and I are going to go hear Mike Eruzione speak at the SMU Athletic Foreign Luncheon tomorrow. But we will still be on the show. Should be a lot of fun. And we'll say hi to everybody. Go Team USA.
You mean you're not going to run into any traffic as you're pulling in or pulling out of there?
I mean,
the big event?
It'll be easier than DFW Terminal C traffic today. I'll put it that way. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
I done told y'all that Robo had that waggle on his stick.
Huh?
We all silly like the mayor.